Hello there, Carol here. Thank you for joining me today. Today I've got 3 versions of a similar style pocket, so I hope that you'll enjoy what I'm going to show you how to make, and I hope that you'll be inspired to go off and go and make your own. Okay, let's crack on. So this is version 1 of the flip out pocket. So I've got this piece of printed paper. It didn't print very well, so that's what I'm going to use because it's only going in my sample book. So I'm going to fold it into 3. So I'll flip it over and I'm going to fold this bottom edge up and finger crease. Then I'm going to fold this top edge down over the top to make almost an elongated sort of pocket, so that will flip up and then you've got access here. Okay, I'm going to open it back out and fold it into 4. So we'll turn it round and we'll fold it in half this way, open it, fold the bottom in towards that centre, open it back out, turn it round and do the same on the other side, fold it in towards the centre. You've then got 4 tiny little rectangles at the top, and we're going to snip down each of those folds down to this long fold down here so that we can create individual flaps. Now I'm going to do them at a very slight tapered angle to separate them. And we also need to remember to do the 2 ends as well. You'll then need to get your circle punch and do a thumb hole along the bottom edge opposite those flaps. Once we've done that, we're going to put a thin line of glue along this centre panel here down each of the sides so that we are forming the pockets. So I'm placing the glue on that crease mark, just a real thin line of glue. And then one on this outer edge out here. Then we can fold this bottom bit up. Remembering, of course, because I didn't, that we don't need to take the glue right the way up to the top. So we've now got these 4 sections and we're going to fold them by concertina. And then open them back out. So then we can fold those flaps down. So you can either have your flaps on the outside or you can fold them so that the top one is going to be on the inside. And then that will be attached to your page, and then we'll open that up like so. I'll demonstrate in my book in a minute. The second version is using these coin envelopes, and I'm actually going to cut the flap off them because they've got this self-seal sort of sticky on the top, which is a bit shiny, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to cut those off. And then I'm going to use my circle punch again to open up the pocket, insert it, and just do a thumb hole. So again, it gives easier access to the pocket. Next thing I need to do is I need to join them all together. So I'm using my Scotch magic tape, and that's what it's called, magic tape, if you want to look it up. And I want it the same length, thereabouts, as the envelope. And I'm going to stick one to the other, leaving a very slight gap between the two so that they can fold easily. And I'll do that with each of these pieces, but I'm also then going to put tape on the back as well. So that's all done now, and as you can see there is a slight gap between each of the envelopes, which means now that allows me to fold them up. And again, I'm concertina folding the envelopes on top of each other. Now the other thing that I'm going to do is I've got 4 images here that I'm going to stick onto the front of each of those pockets. I could also do the same on the back as well, but just for now I'm just going to do the 4 on the front. So I'll go off and go and do that, and I'll be back shortly. Because of how I want to attach this set of pockets to my book, I have actually added 3 more images on the back. Now I've used the magic tape. There's no reason why you can't use washi tape instead. There's no reason why these images here couldn't have become pockets in their own right, both on the front and on the back. So, but what I want to do is I'm just going to fold these up like so, and then I'm going to wrap some seam binding around. And tie it in a bow, turn the whole thing over, and then I'm just going to put a little dab of glue underneath that seam binding and add the last picture on top. Now I inadvertently printed mine onto sticky back paper, but hey ho, it still works. Right, so that seam binding is now caught under that last image. The third version uses these envelopes, and I know that a lot of us purchase these envelopes and we're all a bit like, oh, don't know quite what to do with the quantity that I've got. So I'm going to choose 3, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do with them. So I've chosen my 3 envelopes, and I want them so that the envelope flap is facing me like this, and I'm going to attach these again with my magic tape, just in the same way as I did the previous envelopes, both on the front and on the back. And again, you can use washi tape if you want. You'll need to make sure that the flap is up so that you don't stick that down. And then I can stick one to the other, again leaving a small gap between each of the pieces. And now I can put the flaps back down. I've trimmed off any overhang, and I can now fold the right one on top and the left one on top of that. So again, I'm going to show you what they look like once we've attached them in our journal. I'm hoping you can see this okay, because my journal's getting really chunky. So this is the one that we made with the piece of paper, and I'm going to put glue around either 2 sides or 3 sides. I'll do just the 2. So I've done round just 2 sides, and then I can attach that to my page. Now I've done it in the bottom corner. You can do it wherever you wish. You can put it in the middle of the page if you want. And then I can use a paper clip, and I could decorate the paper clip up to hold all of those pieces in place. But also, when I pull them out, I've also then got a tuck spot behind that final pocket there. So for this one, I want to attach it. So I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put my tape along this edge down here so that it's overhanging. And if I leave it tied up, then the ribbon is going to be out of the way. And then I can attach that to the page. And then I can flip the whole thing over. I can then undo the bow. And because the sticky edge of the tape is showing here, I'm actually going to put a little bit of the tape, and again this is where this magic tape comes in really handy. I'm going to put some tape on the envelope either side of the ribbon, because I don't want to impede the use of the ribbon. And if I burnish it down, it kind of disappears into the background. And it now means these pockets can open all the way out on both sides. And to hold them in place, we've got the bow. Now these envelope ones, they're going to open like this. So this middle envelope here, I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to put glue around 3 sides on the back. Now I've added 2 sets of these pockets to one single page. I wouldn't do that normally. But because it's only my example book, then that's all that matters. And again, I've now got a pocket through that top envelope, and then I've got access to each of the envelopes, and then I can fold them in like so to keep them all in place. I'll probably add a little bit of Velcro onto these two to keep them held together firmly. But that's 3 different versions of flip out pockets. So I hope you've been inspired by today's video and that you'll go off and go and make some of your own flip out pockets. And don't forget, there's a playlist with all the pockets that I've made to date. And if you could give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, or even subscribe if you're new here, that would be absolutely blooming wonderful. So I'll see you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Bye.